All right, recording is on. Ready when you are.
Okay. Hi, Clayton Brooks. How's it going?
It's okay, sir, but it could be better.
Okay, I totally understand. You must have some difficulties when you finance. So I know, thanks for coming today. My partner just told me that you have some dispute regarding the building works that was on you. So before we can formally talk through your issues, I would like to take some information from you in order to comply with certain regulations. Are you-
Okay,
Okay, so your occupation is a builder, is that correct?
correct. Yes, I'm a builder. I've been a builder for 10 years.
For 10 years. Okay.
I do
Uh,
business. I do business as Brooks Builders.
Rock builder.
Yeah, but I am a sole trader.
You are also a sole trader as well, right?
Yes.
So can I have your address, please?
Yes, it is 588 Jersey Ave. Margate. No postal code.
No postcode, right?
Yes.
Do you have mobile phone?
Yes, it's 0909 210 54.
And your telephone?
I just got the mobile phone is the best number to reach me at.
Okay. Okay. Do you have email address?
Yes, but I prefer to be reached by phone for this.
Okay, great, great, understood. So can you give me your date of birth, please?
It is April 14th, 1988.
14. Great. So I was told by my partner that 8 weeks ago, you agreed to undertake a building works for the owner of a large residential property. As you are
Correct. Yes.
you are a very experienced builder, but even though you are a very experienced builder, you subcontract all the electrical works to a third party.
Correct. Yes, I don't do any electrical work. I only do building work. That all electrical work gets subcontracted out.
Okay. So can I have more details about this case?
Yes, so I agreed to undertake building works for Mr. and Mrs. Owen. They're the owners of this large residential property. I made this agreement with them to renovate part of the building, and it was solely a verbal agreement that I would build an extension according to these plans for approximately 50,000 pounds.
For how
Again,
much pounds?
Pardon?
For how much pounds? Sorry.
50,000. 50,000.
Okay. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we did not write the contract.
You don't have a contract, right?
No written contract. It was an oral it was a verbal deal.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I contracted out the electrical work. So I contacted yeah, so I contacted a local electrician called from Michael May, who I've never met before. He trades as May's Electrical Services. And I contracted with him to perform the electrical work, even though I'd never worked with him. Now, when I was, as part of our verbal agreement with Mr. and Mrs. Owen, as part of this building extension, I explained to them the requirements for the electrical works, and Michael May provided them with a separate quote for the works for £5,000. I agree. I worked on I agreed to the cost with Mr. Owen, and I arranged, I did the scheduling with Michael May to start on site, and I asked that all invoices be made out to Mr. and Mrs. Owen personally instead of to me, so that they would have a builder and they would pay me, the builder, and then they would have him, Michael May, the electrician, and they would pay Michael May, the electrician, separately. But that did not happen. Michael May sent invoices to me, and I paid them. And the last invoice has not been paid. It's for £1,250.
So Michael Mann sent invoice to you, and you paid how much? How much did you pay to Michael May?
So far £3,750.
3,000.
Yes. And I have now completed the extension, and I've issued the final invoice to Mr. and Mrs. Owen for £20,000, and they are refusing to pay on the basis that the electrical works are defective and that the costs of stripping out and reinstating the works and redecorating will be equal to, are at least equal to £20,000.
So
They're refusing to pay. They're refusing to pay the last £20,000.
So you only have £20,000 pending to be paid, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you have already finished all the relevant work for this £20,000.
Yes, all the relevant work is complete, but they are claiming that the electrical works are defective.
So, do you have any contract with Michael May? A written contract, I mean.
No other. There was no written contract, and the agreement was for them, Mr. and Mrs. Owen, to pay Michael May. Instead, the only contract is that I have paid him 3 times so far for his electrical work.
So how much have you paid to Michael May in total?
$37,050. $3,750.
Okay, pounds. You mean pounds, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any agreement, even though not in writing, about your paying to Michael May first, and then Mr. Owen will pay you afterwards? Do you have any arrangements on such circumstance?
No. No. I think they're supposed to reimburse me for these costs, but
okay. Were you asked to guarantee? Were you asked by Michael May to guarantee the payment?
no mention of guarantee was ever made. No.
Okay. So to clarify, you have a contract separately. You have two separate contracts with Michael May and Mr. Owen respectively. And you have paid in name of of Mr. Owen to Michael May this £3,715. Okay. So can I ask, why did you pay Michael May instead of instead of asking Mr. Owen to pay Michael May?
Well, I did ask Mr. and Mrs. Owen to pay for Michael May's services personally, but they didn't, and I just paid them. I just paid the invoices that Michael May submitted to me, except for the fourth one, which has not been paid yet. So I don't know why I shouldn't have done it, but I didn't want to do it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I would say that in English law, in English contract law, there's a private rules
Mhm.
between two contractual parties. So if you have two separate contracts with Michael May and Mr. Owen separately,
Mhm.
so you will have two private contract relationships with each of them respectively. So that means that you have the contractual obligation to finish the work that Mr. Owen delegated to you,
Okay.
and you will have the obligation to pay Michael May for the work that he has, for the electronic work that he has done.
Okay.
By the way, can I ask, is there any prohibit? Did Mr. Owen know that you subcontract Michael May of all the electrical works?
Yeah, well, yes. I agreed with them, with Mr. Owen, to pay for Michael May to pay to send invoices to them. They
Right.
knew about Michael May. They were supposed to pay him personally, separate from me.
Okay.
That was the original contract. I just didn't do it because it was easier to just pay the invoices.
Okay, so as there's an agreement of subcontracting, the two contract, even though they are not in written, they are in oral form, that they seem to be valid. And as a side, you have two contractual relationships with Michael May and Mr. Owen separately, and you contractual obligation of paying.
Are you still there?
So yeah, I'm still here. Sorry. So you have a contractual right to claim for the 20,000 pounds pending to be paid for your work from Mr. Owen. There's no doubt about this. However, with regard to the 3,750 pounds that you have paid in name of Mr. Owen to Michael May, is a little bit difficult. As you so actually in this contract there are three parties, I think, because you three all agree that you subcontract Michael May for doing the electronic works, and Michael May sends the invoice to Mr. Owen, and Mr. Owen will pay Michael May directly. So do you think there's has Michael May ever contact with Mr. Owen directly?
Definitely on our first meeting. He definitely did on the first meeting. He was there. He knew them. He was in their home performing these works. So they did have personal contact. They did form a contract. That was the arrangement that I made for them
Okay.
to pay Michael May directly, so that they had a direct contact contract with them instead of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's two contracts, and you are not part of this contract. So
I
there.
wasn't supposed to be, but I ended up becoming this.
Yeah.
It becoming because I paid them. So
So that may produce some difficulty because you are not part of the contract. You are not protected by the doctrine of privity of contract because only Michael May has the right to claim the money to Mr. Owen. And you, as you are not a party of the contract, you will not have such right to claim. However, that could be a defense of Mr. Owen may raise for this £3,750. And this may reduce your prospect of success.
okay.
However, as you were paying Michael May in good faith, you would I would say that you may still claim this £3,700 from Miss Owen
Okay.
for your payment, because the general rule, even though there's an equity rule saying that equity will not assist
Vowel. Mhm.
well, equity will not assist the people with equity will assist the volunteers, which means that equity will not help the people get unjust enrichment. So therefore,
Okay.
I still think you have a good perspective of claiming this
Okay.
15 pounds back. And with regard to the 200,000 pounds pending to be paid by Mr. Owen to you, I
Mhm.
think you have a great chance of success. By the way, has Mr. Owen raised any argument or something alleging that there's any defect of the work that you have done?
No, just the electrical work, that the electrical work is defective and has to be removed, and that the cost of removal and repair is greater than £20,000. So,
Okay. Oh, that's maybe an argument that Mr. Owen may raise. However, as you are not part of the contract, you don't have such obligation to guarantee the quality of the electronic works, as Mr. Owen has already agreed for your subcontracting with Michael May. Therefore, I would say that you have a good chance of success in claiming back the 20,000 pounds pending to be paid for your work.
okay.
Is that all clear?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any more questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, so what I will do is I will send you a client letter regarding our terms of conditions and our fees, and I will send you another letter explaining what has been discussed today between us, and I will open a file in our system for your case. How does it sound?
That sounds okay. Yes.
Okay, so if you don't have any questions, let's call for today, and we will keep in touch.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.